Hello there. Welcome into the continuation of our live stream. Technical difficulties. It's been a rainy night, so trying to get some of the other guys in here. And with that, I see Mr. AJ is back with us. Is my AOL better now?
Feels a little bit better. I didn't know we were rolling like straight live. I don't have a link to tweet anybody.
Yeah, I'm gonna start tweeting this out right now. So, I mean, we have 0 viewers at the moment, so let's go with it. But since we don't have any viewers yet, what are your thoughts on the most recent Ballast Point releases?
I haven't had any, so I don't know.
Like the Watermelon Dorado or any of those? I don't know.
The only thing I've had was the yeah, dude, it's just me and you, and your feed is a little sketch. At the very least, you should try killing your video.
I'll do that.
Yeah. Let's see. Oops, that was weird. I tried the pineapple sculpin. I wasn't, impressed by any stretch. I just went with it's like, just give me the grapefruit. And in fact, now that you bring that up, I went to Costco today and I picked up a couple things. Like I saw a new Coronado coffee stout that I've never had before. And so what was it?
Oh, yeah, the Coronado one was good, yeah.
Yeah, then there's something like Ruminations. That's another one that I don't know. Either way, the Coronado one, I think it's been in the fridge now for like 2 hours, so I'll be right back. I'm going to run down and grab it. Hopefully by then Ian's on and you'll have the link. Be back.
Whoever you are, love you. Sorry, we are having difficulties tonight. Hey, number 2 viewer right there. Welcome in. We're working. We're very professional here. AJ's off getting a beer. Give us 1 second here. Trying to get Ian into the mix here. See 4 viewers. So, man, this game tonight, yeah, the
drive. Yeah. So it's obviously,
calling Donskoy after ignoring him getting tripped when he unbelievable. But really, to put it all in perspective right now, the Sharks won 2 out of 3 against the Canucks when the Canucks were probably the only real threat to maybe catch them in the Pacific. So
are we having an issue?
AJ is off getting a beer right now. He's off retrieving his ballast point because I brought the subject up when we were talking. you while we wait for AJ to get a beer.
I mean, yeah, that is a positive way of looking at it. We take 2 out of 3 so far against the Canucks, and they were the only ones that kind of been. But then you have to also look at the Phoenix, is that they won big tonight, so they're. I mean, I don't know points-wise. I don't have the.
They're out.
They're 14.
They're not in it.
I mean, we're close to getting close to being a clinching, but they gotta sweep the Alberta teams now because I think otherwise you're just gonna get too far behind and just solidify number 3, and you don't want to give them any hope for Arizona or Vancouver, but you also need some confidence going into Boston, Washington, and then LA at the end of the month.
Truth.
Yeah, I mean, the Coyotes, though, I don't think I'd worry about them. Like, if you've seen them night over night, they've been getting blown out left and right. They won big tonight, but they've been getting won over big constantly. So I don't think they're a serious threat. And right now, even, like, they're both 16 points back, I think, if I recall correctly.
Yes.
Right now, it's still 2 out of 3 against the Canucks is exactly what they had to do. Preferable to win 3 out of 3, but you know what? 2 out of 3, that's
That's what.
Two
Oh,
out of bad, I think, is what the song used to be called.
2 out of 3 ain't bad. I'm sorry, we don't want to give monetary copyrights to Meatloaf.
well, in the immortal words of Jimmy Fallon on every Saturday Night Live DJ sketch, and we're back!
Yeah, I mean, it's really, to me, it's not like Vancouver is going to come and catch up. The only thing that needs to be settled now is what order are LA, Anaheim, San Jose going to finish, because no one else is coming into that Pacific spot. If Vancouver's lucky, and I don't see it how it could happen. They might threaten for a wild card spot, but I don't see it. The Central teams are just too good.
Yes. This opinion brought to you by the good folks at Coronado Brewing.
And Ocean Spray.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think I mean, honestly, if we can clinch a playoff spot, that would help us out. But really, it's just going to come down to who are we going to face in round one? Is it going to be the Ducks or the Kings? And honestly,
Yeah.
if we're the third seed going against the Kings, I feel like we might have a better chance because, yeah, they kick our ass, at SAP Center, but we also have kicked their ass at Staples.
Yeah, I would. I mean, if it was a bet that I could place right now in Nevada, yeah, I'd be betting that the Sharks see LA in the first round. I don't know if it's going to. If the Sharks are going to finish 2, if they're going to finish 3. We went over this, I believe, a show or two ago, that San Jose's path is the easier one. They have more games against non-playoff teams. They have more games at home. Although maybe that doesn't speak well for the Sharks' chances if they have so many more at home. Let's see what we do. See what we do against Washington. I mean, looking at the schedule, Calgary and Edmonton should be easily winnable games.
Yeah.
New Jersey's kind of spiraling, and no Corey Schneider, so that should be a good chance to grab 2. Washington could be a kind of a litmus test to see exactly where you're at. I feel like the Sharks should finish second. I don't know that LA has. Well,
LA schedule's tough.
Yeah, LA's schedule I think is tougher, and LA has to come to the tank one more time, and that could be another litmus test. Let's see where that game goes. But I have a good feel if we are going to play LA in the first round. I kind of have a good feeling about that because it's a totally different team for the most part. There's definitely been that whole change, quote unquote, of culture that we love to talk about.
Right.
But
Yeah.
How bad do the Sharks just want to get that whole reverse sweep thing out of their minds and in the rearview mirror? And a great way to do that would be to immediately dispatch the Kings. If they could do it in 4 or 5, I think that would do a lot to get the Kings out of their minds.
I think what would help is that, LA is still an effective and good team, but they don't have those clutch guys on the team anymore. You don't have Mr. Game 7 Justin Williams to score those pivotal goals to keep you out of it. So I honestly think that if the Sharks face the Kings as the third seed, I think we have a better chance. And I feel like we could actually steal one at home and then maybe win it in 5 or 6. Fingers crossed. But I think the big test for the Sharks coming up would be the game against Washington, because that is quote unquote the cup favorite. That's the one everyone's saying they're going to go all the way and potentially win it. And Obi's going to go off into this, is finally going to get his cup and be compared with Crosby for the all-time greats, blah, blah, blah.
But here's the other thing, too, is that these guys need to keep that swagger that they've been building on all season long. They need to come out strong against Calgary and Edmonton because, they didn't start too well those first 2 games, and they came back to win. Tonight, they thought they could, stay on it, and win like 1-0, 2-0, and that's just not going to happen, especially in the playoffs. And you lose to a team in regulation to a team that's suddenly tanking for Austin Matthews. It's not going to be that easy. And with the schedule that they have to dominate, because that's the only way they're going to get some intimidation factor in these teams, because LA's going to come in and take on the Sharks, and everybody's going to be talking about the reverse sweep, and everybody's going to be talking about how the Sharks have no chance because, it's a psychological thing. The Sharks are just going to bow down to the Kings so quickly. They need to get that out of their system big time.
But here, you have to play devil's advocate or whatever you want to call it at this point. The thing is, what happens if the Sharks do face the Kings in the first round and they get trounced in 4 or 5 games? I mean, what do you do at that point?
Then you fire everyone, obviously.
You finally trade Marlowe.
You trade everyone.
I mean, the critical questions will be what DW did at the trade deadline with Bullock and Smalling. Now you have to question, were those 2 second-rounders worth a 6th defenseman and a penalty killer? I mean, that's where it's going to come into play.
That's a good point, and I feel like if the Sharks go out in the first round and they go out handedly, like it wasn't even much of a contest. I mean, we saw a few playoffs ago where wasn't it? I think it was actually Sharks Kings, and it was every game was won by the home team, and it went 7 games.
Goal and
that was a very tight.
Yeah,
that was a very tight playoff round, and so you can kind of, I'm not a big fan of the cliche phrase of moral victories, but you can at least say that you can look at different things and go, oh, just a bounce here, a bounce there, versus having a 3-0 series lead and blowing that. The thing for me is, if the Sharks get knocked out and it's not even a series, and then if Reimer, Pollock, Smalling, if none of them get re-signed, then it's just what a colossal waste. Again, more picks out the door for rentals that didn't work, and it's going to be another thing that goes on that long whiteboard list of names that, right underneath names like Bill Campbell, Bill Guerin, and the like.
But, I mean, at the same time, though, if the Sharks just rolled it and they didn't do anything, I mean, I don't know, I just feel like we're putting the cart before the horse here. I mean, we could sit here and be bitching if the Sharks did nothing at the trade deadline. We didn't, we didn't get that defenseman, and then, we still have Alex Stalock. I mean, are we any happier at this point? I mean, you gotta let this kind of see how this plays out. But I agree, though. I mean, if the Sharks don't go into the playoffs, and if they aren't, obviously they're going to go in the playoffs, but if they get handily defeated in the first round, Doug Wilson has to go. I mean, I'm not saying he will go, but in my mind, I don't understand how he doesn't go at that point, because really he threw all the chips in, and if the Sharks come up that short, then he's got to fucking pay the price for it at some point.
I totally agree with that, and I think one of the I don't know, it just seems kind of like the little red flag that says, yeah, this would be it for Wilson, is, can you imagine if they get trounced?
Well, you got to think, reverse sweep, miss the playoff, trounce. How many more shots do you give this guy? Do you really want this to be the guy who's going to build the team back up after Marlowe and Thornton and whoever else goes out the door?
Yeah, no, but what I was saying is, along with that, the fact that you've seen kind of a panic within the organization because of the exodus of season ticket holders. I mean, you can't turn on a broadcast and watch a game without hearing about the new Sharks 365 season ticket thing every 5 seconds. They've held, I believe, multiple open houses this year to try to drive season ticket sales. So they're clearly worried about it, and you have to think that if you get bounced in the first round handedly, somebody has got to fall hard and high on top. And as I've stated multiple times, whoever is doing your drafting and your developing, especially on D, they need to be lynched.
So, interesting thing about season tickets and all that stuff is that we have heard since the introduction of the Sharks 365, season ticket stuff, is that the sales for season tickets next year have actually increased. What was it? It was
about 8 to 10%.
Yeah.
We heard tonight that it has increased with the new benefits and everything in there, which is great and all. But the thing is that for me and Gentry as Shark Pack holders, we get none of that, and so there's got to be some form to get us into some Shark Pack or incentive for the partial mini plans, because you will lose out on that, and you just can't ignore that with the.
I mean, we're not asking for much. A shirt, something. Where if our tickets include a promo game, we're included into that promo, thing. So if it's like, oh, it's an alumni night, you get a Sturm shirt. Like, if you have tickets for that 9 year, like, include us in that. So it's not like, well, fuck you, 10-pack holders, and
No, that I completely agree with. If when it's a case of you're committing yourself to 10 games, and especially if you have a history with this, like if this is like your 5th year in a row doing it, I would say absolutely. That idea of having to buy like a second ticket or whatever to get whatever the freebie is, I completely agree with you. That should easily come as part of the package. I completely agree with you. But the one thing that we have not mentioned, gentlemen in the car, how was the tweet up?
Here's how we did it. I got a call from the Sharks executive vice president of marketing, Doug Bentz. We had originally, this all started with talking to John Tortora at Sharks and Strikes about getting something a little more special for the tweet up.
Oh, you should have called me. I would have given you his home number. Just kidding.
We know you're BFF. Yes. But he forwarded the email to Mr. Bentz, and we started talking over the last couple of weeks, and we didn't get clearance for a lot of things until last night around 8:30. And basically, we had a group of 10 people that actually connected out to me on Twitter. I put out something online saying, if you are going to the game, if you are able to be at the arena by 5 p.m. to find me by the Sharks store, and what we did was we met up with Mr. Bentz. He gave us a tour of the team offices where everybody was located. We then proceeded down to the inner bowels of the arena, and I gotta say, for a building that's now 22, 23 years old, it's still in great shape. It's something special. The only thing though is we found it interesting because they took us upstairs to the press box that you go into the suites and then you got to go up another flight of stairs to get up there because they forgot to make a press box for the arena.
Bitches love the press box.
Mm-hmm.
What's funny is that we were going through the catwalk. Everybody was looking around, and we also want to say a special hello to a person we saw tonight, Shalana Goldman. Great to see her again, and she sends all her best to everybody. What we also saw was the arrival of John Shorthouse in the press box, which I turned to Eric Lanning and Gentry.
Don't do it. Don't fucking do it, man.
And we were like, I mouthed, "Oh my God, it's Shorthouse." and Landy's like, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. I was like, no, are you kidding me? So I just couldn't do it. But throughout the game, I was like, another penalty that didn't look right, but we'll take it on the Canucks Radio Network. And so it was a really cool, nice time to go down through there, back through the inner bowels. We went by the Sharks locker room. Of course, we couldn't go in because the players were already in there. Got a nice shot from the outside where the guys come out and high five everybody before the game. And then after that, we did the tweet up. It was an okay crowd. It definitely was a struggle to get some people out there, but I'll take whatever I can. So I thank everybody that came out. We also were able to have our epic group shot that we always do underneath the shark head after the game.
See, now that's the best part of it. Although hearing you talk about inner bowels in a group shot is getting a little crazy. And I think you've kind of glossed over what has to be the most burning question of the tweet up, which of course is, did you have enough buttons?
Yes, I did have enough buttons. So Gen X, I'll make sure you have a button. Ian, I'll make sure you get a button as well. AJ,
Nice.
I believe Rocket has yours. So when you see her again, you'll have yours all set and ready to go.
Oh, great! So in other words, I'm never going to see that button again. Dude, she's had an autographed puck and a hat being held hostage. God, when did we even go to that game? Was that the Colorado game? Jesus Christ! So yeah.
Yeah, so it was a great time. Met Slushy Jake, the person who idolizes AJ Storm the most. Absolutely. Very very cool kid to me. We met our. It was a great time. A lot of new people too, I would say. And
Were they Pucknology after dark watchers?
Oh, we had plenty of them. Oh, and speaking of which, it has come to our attention through Mr. Bentz that the Sharks executive offices do know about this show, and they do.
They must take this.
They do take the input that we provide, and take notes with it. So.
Wow, and with that, we got to go, people. I'll talk to you later.
No, but he was very. He was like, we hear what you guys are saying and thinking, and we take it seriously as to what you suggest. Part of it was we all of us said that the organist would be huge. Supposedly, I'll say per team sources. The organ is ready to go again. It should be back up for the next home game. They were trying to get it for tonight, but they couldn't. And it's supposedly one of the two former organists that they had after Dieter Rule. So that's kind of cool that they got one of the former guys to fill in at the same time until they find a permanent one.
Well, if they do, in fact, kind of keep tabs on what we're talking about over here, can somebody please put it at the very top of like a priority list that they get like an electronics and sound guy in there and repair all the broken speakers or find out why ones aren't working and check the wiring and stuff?
They are actually going to do that over the summer. They're going to do a few semi-minor upgrades over the summertime. They're going to strengthen the roof and also fix the sound system. They've had a lot of issues. they admitted that there were a lot of issues with the sound system.
So
Part of
my
the reason
my
why the
my
goal song did not work out, they say.
yeah, of course, yeah. So it's not that the goal song sucked per se; it's that nobody could hear it, and
Face
so
it, the goal song sucks.
yeah,
Get
of course.
over it.
Oh, please. So no, I
I
love
had to
that
be
the
the
fact
dick.
that
I
the
had
song
to.
never got the song never got a fair shake, and so nobody can hear it. So they're
Yeah,
going to replace it, and they're going to replace it with another song that nobody can hear unless they
right.
fix their shit.
And basically, they talked about that as well. Was they are going to give the current season ticket holders and the 365 members and yours truly a chance to talk about it. I mean, Mr. Bentz, I hate to sound like I don't, but he was very open to the ideas. I showed him a couple of them that we had presented before, and he actually liked them. The get ready for this one, they are taking serious consideration as one of the offerings, just because it has that. It has
The da 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 da. Hey,
no,
da 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 da.
it
Hey.
has historic references to the team.
Yeah.
So they're looking at that, but they're also looking at other ones. Another one that was on our tour guide tonight was talking about Seven Nations Army, that they might use a remixed version of that maybe. But we'll see.
That's so fucking. The Seven Nations is so overused and played out already.
No, but the remix that they're going with is a remix I love, and it's by a band called.
Oh my God! So as long as you love it, okay, that's all we needed. Now that
everyone gets a vote, damn it.
Yeah. Okay. But no. Just so long as Jay Alexander 46 loves it, that's all that matters, man. Fucking put it in.
Yeah, it gets my seal of approval.
Yes.
Goddammit.
Yeah.
Hey. And then all of a sudden, Gentry's BFFs with Tatora, and Katie's going, what?
Yeah, no, I'm good. I got my dinner. I got my dinner, bro. I'm good. But you did mention the fact that you were able to hook up with Slushy. Well, okay, I don't mean hook up, but you got to meet Slushy Jake.
Slut, I am not a whore.
So
that's
and
Megan's Law is in effect.
That's right. And I do
wow.
Why don't you have a seat over here?
Holy crap! You know, I heard they're considering renaming that to Jay Alexander's Law. Anyway, so yeah, that's right. I went there. Okay, we gotta start thinking about wrapping this up, but of course we can't wrap anything up without getting to the Slushy Jake question segment. So your one question: which Sharks player scored the first goal in the conference finals ever? Todd Harvey, Alexander Korolyuk, Mike Ricci.
Oh gosh.
Sharks player who scored the first Sharks goal in the conference final ever.
Oh man.
What were the?
It's Harvey, Ricci, or Korolyuk.
I'm gonna go with Korolyuk.
All right, we have one vote for Korolyuk.
I'm gonna go Mike Ricci. I believe it was Ricci. All three of them scored.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Ricci too.
And guess what? Jay Alexander is wrong! And you guys are correct. It is, in fact, Mike Ricci.
But I believe all three of them scored in that game, in that first game against Calgary.
Oh, God, I hope it wasn't all with the same girl. Anyway,
AJ's working blue tonight!
That's right. All right, and your slushy... Yeah, your slushy question. This is what happens when you have to do a second Pucknology After Dark in the same night. So your slushy question is, if the Sharks had to choose next season a new alternate jersey, and these are your choices, which one do you choose? And I don't think we actually need to go to Gentry for this one because we already know the answer, because the choices are... The alternate would be the Sharks home jersey, generation 07 through 13. So the one with the black yolks on the first Sharks jersey that introduced the color orange, if you will.
The first edge ones.
Yes, the first edge or the third generation jerseys, depending on your outlook, or they would wear a orange version similar to what the Barracuda wear. Obviously, with a some sort of different SJ logo on the front. So we already know Gentry is voting for orange. Ian, what do you say?
On that,
Between those two?
Yeah, if you have to, I mean, this is obviously a question of like, lesser of two evils kind of thing.
Yeah, this is like, hey, would you like to stick your right nut in a vice or a left nut in a vice?
Exactly.
Yeah, I guess I'd just go with the teal one because we're not the Ducks, and
I would.
yeah,
That is
I
the
guess.
lesser of two evils. And the orange doesn't show too much on the teal jersey, unlike it did with the white jersey. It just stuck out sort of.
I'm with
sorry,
Laurel on
Gentry,
that.
no, we're not going to orange jerseys.
Yeah, if I have to choose between those two, I absolutely detested the third generation jersey, a lot of it being because of the introduction of orange. So my choice in this would be, yeah, I'm going to go with the fucking full-blown Barracuda all-orange jersey just because of the fan revolt in that regard. Everybody, if anything, you watch how fast people would be doing modifications of that jersey and put it, because I would do it. I would show up to the Shark Tank with a orange jersey, but it wouldn't have the San Jose crest on it. I would put a big fucking black SF from the SF Giants on the front and just be like, okay, this is the team I'm supporting with this color, you assholes. Get back to teal.
So you would wear the orange jersey. So you pick orange.
No. I'm not saying I would wear it. I'm saying I would choose for the players to wear that one versus the third generation.
Oh, gotcha.
Holy shit! Hey, just letting you know. Oh well, you're nowhere near that. But evacuations underway in Felton as San Lorenzo River approaches flood stage.
Holy crap! Well, no. Thankfully, we're in the home of the original home of Randy Hahn and the family in Pleasanton right now. Not to get too off track with the traffic report, it's not as bad, but it's a little crazy out here right now.
Yeah, we're pretty much skiing right now. I'm pretty sure I don't think we're driving forward. We've been driving sideways this entire time. Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah. But no, it's not too terribly bad. We're being safe about it. So. Yeah.
Hey, now that I'm thinking about it, now we have to really keep the wheels turning and consider these things. If people in the front office are actually taking pointers, can we get rid of the girl doing the contests and replace them with somebody that doesn't have such an annoying voice?
AJ, one thing that we mentioned, and I mentioned this to Slushy too, is maybe we shouldn't to go after some people connected to the organization.
I'm not going after the person. I'm just saying.
No, but what I'm saying,
I'm sure she's a very lovely person, and to hang out with and work with and whatnot. But for the job you want somebody to do, to constantly to work on a public address system, you don't want them to have a voice that when you look around, you can see people literally plugging their ears because it's such a piercing voice that borders on obnoxious. You listen to the voice of, say, NHL Ties. You listen to the voice of, say, Danny Miller. They have a smooth delivery that is, bassier and easier to listen to and very clear versus, oh my God, you guys, are you excited? Nobody
so what
wants
you're
to
saying
hear
is that are you comparing her to Dave Mishkin of the Tampa Bay Lightning?
I feel it's not right to disparage Kaylee like that, but I wouldn't make that comparison.
The view of AJ Strong are not expressed views of Pucknology After Dark, nor it's of the.
Yeah.
Do we have to be nice to Kurz now? Is that what you're telling me?
Oh no, we don't have to be nice to Kurz. He's not watching. No. Yeah, I'm just.
Foot in mouth.
No, I'm good. I'm good. This is nothing. I would have no problem saying the vast majority of this stuff. There's a couple things that maybe I'd kind of rethink the way that I said it, but for the most part, no, I have no problem saying this shit to anybody that I see in person. I've said it to Tatora, some of this shit to Tatora. I've said it to some of the other people that I've met.
Well, of course
No,
you said all that stuff to Tatora. You had sleepovers. You guys.
Yeah, I know, right?
You know, you guys made blanket forts, and you guys were talking about the future of the San Jose Sharks public relations. I mean, isn't
I
that
know.
what you guys
See
do every Saturday? I'm
see what
surprised
you
that
have
you're
to
on the
look
show right
forward
now.
to.
Shouldn't you be making popcorn and watching Netflix?
See?
I'm pretty sure you guys
See
are
what you have to look
6
forward to?
Gilmore Girls.
Look at all the things you have to look forward to.
I'm not worried about the Sharks organization. They have to come across the border to get me.
No, the thing is that, you know, we shouldn't censor ourselves too much. We just need to, you know, don't go overboard, I guess is what I was trying to suggest.
Good luck, fucker.
Let's not go Republican Party. How about we do that?
Oh boy, don't start politics.
Dude, never bring
Let's
up
change the
politics,
subject
dude.
here. So Monday we have a game. Who are we playing, AJ?
Calgary.
All right. So their goaltender is not available unless you want to go with Fordio or Hiller.
I thought Calgary just brought in somebody, didn't they? Ian?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. They got Backstrom from Minnesota.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was gonna say. I'm like, wait a minute. I vividly remember just tweeting something to Ian about this like in the last week.
Yeah, they got Backstrom for. I don't remember.
That was like one of the last minute trades that came down to like 2 o'clock our time. So it'll be an interesting game because we really haven't seen Backstrom that much this season.
So what we're saying is that Calgary will win 2-0.
Bullshit. No. Just keep Johnny Hockey at bay and you'll be fine. Yeah, so back-to-backs in Western Canada. We got Calgary, we got Edmonton, both of which appear to be 6 o'clock starts here on the right coast. And when I say right, I mean correct. Yeah, Calgary and Edmonton both should be very, very easily winnable games, which probably means they'll go 1-1 on the trip or 1-1. I don't know. But I would hope that there's some focus on the goddamn special teams between now and then, and they try to plug that hole and figure out what the hell the damn problem is on that and put Hurdle back where he should be, where he was having success. Stop trying to coddle Marlowe and put him up high because he's got seniority, man. If it's not coming through when he's playing that position and Hurdle is, keep Hurdle in that position. That's all that matters, man. Calgary and Edmonton, come on, 2-0. Jesus Christ.
All right, now here the question is that who starts which game? Does Jones start against Calgary or does Reimer start?
Jones starts
Jones,
Calgary.
yeah, I think Jones goes back in next game.
Does he play both, or is he play?
No.
No, he splits with Reimer.
Yep.
All right, that works for me. I think that would work. But yeah, I agree with you, AJ. They definitely need to get those lines back to snuff. And do we have any update on Tommy Wingles yet?
I haven't heard
Day-to-day.
dick. Well, isn't that's pretty much everybody on the planet, day to day.
It's great now.
Yeah, so who knows when we're going to get Wingles back, because Haley's just setting the world on fire. Yeah, so hopefully
He scored tonight.
Yeah,
That's right, he scored, and then he took a double minor for not knowing how to keep his stick down on the ice.
No, it was an incredible impression of Mike Brown tonight. I got to give it up for him, man.
Did it all.
Yeah, he did it all, man. He's like he got a freaky goal, and then he took some awful penalties. So that was very Mike Brown. I mean, kudos for Haley honoring Mike Brown like that. That's amazing. And is there anything you'd like to say, gentlemen in the car, since it was alumni night, and we all know what a great record the Sharks have on alumni night? Is there anything you'd like to say about Friesen or Marco Sturm?
They probably got the loudest ovation I've heard, besides Nolan, in all these alumni nights, along with Nolan and Baker. They were very welcome. They brought them out during the second intermission too to talk to them and see how they're doing. and they both look great. So it's
Was it me or did Friesen look like he had like a the hairstyle of like a 7-year-old going in for picture day?
No, they both look like they spent a lot of time in Doug Wilson's tanning booth.
oh my god, yeah, they look very orange.
Oh,
Like the
so-
new alternate jerseys.
Yeah, I was gonna say, were they wearing Barracuda jerseys?
Oh, boy.
Yeah. So, and then as we stated earlier, this should be a walk in the park for these two games in Western Canada. The one that I'm most interested in seeing, of course, is against the Washington Capitals, which I also believe isn't that Nabby Locker night, so you can complete the set.
I still need to find a Nolan one.
Well, eBay always abounds, my brother.
Oh yeah. Yep, definitely. It's starting to pour really good here, so we might call it a night. If you guys aren't home yet and are listening to us, I hope you're not watching because it's really bad. Please be careful. It's been crazy. We saw at least 4 or 5 accidents on the way down to San Jose tonight. So just please be careful. Make sure you get home safe. And tweet us when you get home that you're all right.
All right.
Oh man, I think I'm gonna tear up a little bit.
Shut the fuck up, AJ.
Sorry, we're concerned with our 20 viewers that we currently
Yes.
It's actually 10 right now, asshole.
Yeah, way to go.
Way to go and fuck that up, bud.
Shut up. We want to know what happened on the arena tour when we said hi to John Shorthouse.
Oh no, that I completely agree with.
Bitches love the press box, man.
Oh, and dude, Slushy Jake coming to the fucking rescue at PuckGuy14. I'll give you my Owen Nolan mini locker if you want it. Don't worry, he has a second one. He'll give it to you next Saturday if you're going. So Puck Guy Jake has a present for you.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Whoa.
He does know my name is not AJ, right?
No, he wrote it to you, dipshit. I said at Puck Guy.
Hey,
Dude, you know what this reminds me of? What it was? Wasn't there an episode of the Epics thing that the Sharks did last year? And at one point, like Vlasic was saying, like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, easy, fuckface," and the opposing player goes, "Did he just call me fuckface?" Or he was asking one of the other players, "Hey, did he just call me fuckface?" And the guy goes, "I don't know. He calls a lot of people that." Like, dude, that was the best part of the whole entire Epic series was that line, dude. I was laughing my ass off.
AJ, come on. You know, it's all about when they were knocking on Jumbo's jock and asking, "Dad, what's a jock?"
No, that was good, but just the entire way that it fucking came down, where it's like, easy, fuckface, and he's like,
You're all wrong.
Did he
It
just
was
call
the
me
opening
fuckface?
Of episode 1 where John Scott was doing push-ups getting ready for his 5-minute shift.
Yeah.
No, what's worse is when he does push-ups getting ready to sit in the press box.
Yeah.
Hey, he's a goddamn all-star.
And that's right, bitches love all-stars. Dude, I'm going to get that put on a shirt.
absolutely.
All right. Well, with all the technical difficulties, the pouring rain, the Sharks laying a dodo egg on the PK.
Laurel confirming. In fact, bitches love all-stars.
There you go.
Oh,
Wow.
touche, Laurel. Way to chime in on that. I like that.
Definitely.
That was great.
All right.
Yeah. All right, guys. We're gonna cut out. You guys have a great night.
Hold on. Okay, are we guessing they're ahead? I'm going to say they're probably at Danville at this point.
Yeah, we're in San Ramon right now.
Okay. Oh, so we're like Crow Canyon, Bollinger Canyon area?
Yeah. It's
There you go.
it's a little flooded.
Places on a map.
Yes.
For those of the viewers who don't live in Northern California, we've become the California sketch on SNL. So you take the 680 to the 580,
No,
Don't
there
say
is
the.
never using the
Don't say
word
the.
the. Never, ever say the.
All right, so we're heading out. Have a good night, guys. Have a good show, and we'll see you on the flip side.
Yeah, make sure to check your voicemail for Tatora's call there, Alexander.
Yeah.
I'm so looking forward to it. Bye, guys.
See ya.
All right.
I love fucking Chris. Take that the shit back to SoCal. Oh man. Okay, so I did.
We're clearly
did we?
spitting tires now.
I was gonna say, did we even talk about the Sharks for like the last 20 minutes? I don't think we did.
I think we lost our viewers.
Yeah, all the viewers are just. It's Saturday. There's a nice rain happening outside, and they're just, got the earphones in, listening to us ramble about utter nonsense, and they're just. That's all it
That's
is.
what I should be doing.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and here SNL starts in like 15 minutes, so I might go check that out and look for that one funny line out of 90 minutes of programming.
Good deal.
Oh, see, this is that. Remember how we had discussed that we were going to say, okay, everybody, we're leaving, we're going, and then we're going to purposely leave it live and just
Right.
This is kind of what this has been like over the last 10 minutes. Like, we should have went off air like 10, 15 minutes ago.
Hey, and it totally, since we've just done unrelated things on my Twitter, why I couldn't be Canadian was trending. I'm disappointed with you, Twitter. Being Canadian is fucking awesome.
And Felix wanting to know, how bad does the weather and traffic get up there in your neck of the woods?
Up here.
Hey, you know what? Okay, cool. In fact, this is the perfect time because we literally have nothing else to discuss. If anybody has anything they want to ask us, no, I don't care what this is like. Hashtag ask us anything. Doesn't have to be Sharks related. Just anything you want to know. If for some bizarre reason, like you want to know like how tall Ian is, you want to know
5'11".
There you go. You want to know, which way he shoots, right or left, or which, if I was, I don't even know what color I think rain is in my dreams. I mean, shit, I don't care. Go ahead. If you got anything you want to ask. I see Slushy Jake saying, could I join AJ? I don't know what you want to join me doing, but it's probably not a good idea, man.
He wants to join the channel.
Probably
so
not.
I'll answer Felix's question. Weather sucks, obviously, because it's cold and whatnot.
Oh, Laurel. Okay, Laurel just blew it. Is a hot dog a sandwich? We're not. That's the one question we will not answer. Only because we already did it. Anyway, you were saying.
Yeah, weather sucks. Traffic, not a big deal. I live in my city has 70,000 people in it. It's not like it's not total gridlock.
All right, Slushy Jake asking, who's more annoying, Milbury or McGuire? With me, that's not even I don't even know if that's even a comparison. I got to go McGuire on there, although, actually, it might be closer than I think, but I would probably go McGuire. What about you?
I'd go Milbury. Every once in a while, I actually learn things from McGuire.
Yeah, I was going to say, when I see McGuire on TV, don't like it. When I hear him on radio, he actually does a pretty good job. So, Amy wanting to know, did Terry Nunn contact me? No, in fact, she hasn't, which bums me out because if I would love to try to put together a show with Berlin. I know it's a long fucking story, but either way, it's like I would if the option was available, I would love to try to do something with Berlin. I've got a bunch of friends. It's a long story, but anyway. Do you like laces on the jerseys? I love them. What about you?
Yeah, me too. Yeah. Old school.
I mean, shit. Even I like laces on my hoodie, as you can tell. But more laces. That's the problem. Oh, hey. You know what? One thing that we didn't discuss, and I think if you're a no, not that. One thing that we did not discuss tonight. And if you're a follower of the Sharks on social media, I think you all want to know, who the fuck is Naomi Kyle? Because apparently they gave this girl The Sharks let her take over their Instagram tonight, and spouted up a bunch of pictures of this girl. I have no idea who the hell she is. I have no idea why they did this. I could see them doing this with a former player. I could see them doing this with a with a season. Now, how cool would that be to let a season ticket holder take over their Instagram? You know, I didn't understand the whole of like giving somebody that no one's ever heard of, who clearly has nothing to do with hockey whatsoever. So anyway, let me see.
We have
What's the
some
next?
questions in the internal chat here that Chris wants us to answer.
Oh yeah, no, I hit it. Oh wait a minute. Oh, okay. Well, hold on. Yes, Berlin, the group. Laurel, check out. Yes. Yes, writing on the Metro Berlin. Yes, the Terry Nunn who auditioned to be Princess Leia. These are all correct. Okay. Favorite color, AJ. Black. Unless it's on a jersey, then it's teal. Favorite food, Ian.
Probably pizza.
If you were a sandwich, AJ, what sandwich would you be? Pastrami. Because I'm tasty, but sometimes a little fatty. Ian, if you were a hockey stick, would you be composite or wood?
Wood. No flex in me. No flex.
All wood, all the time.
I don't like non-hockey jerseys, Slushy. I don't dig them.
Oh man, were you at a game that something very historic happened? Oh, that's a good question. I like that. Ian, you?
Gosh, I can't think of anything. I mean,
I'm trying to see very historic. Do you mean like in an NHL sense, or like somebody brought, or just in a Shark sense? I don't know. The things that I remember, there's been a couple times where I hear somebody broke some record and I was like, oh fuck, I was at that game. I barely even remember it. Like I've stated it multiple times. It's not historic by any stretch of the imagination. It was just one of my favorite moments is when I was at the last game of the season for Fan Appreciation Night when Ricci had a hat trick, and the giveaway that day happened to be cheap Sharks hats. So everybody threw their hat, and it took them like 20 minutes to clean up the ice. Go ahead.
As far as like historic goes, I mean anything would be junior hockey. I've never been to a live NHL game.
Yeah, I'm sure I have, but I need to think about it more. Favorite non-hockey jersey? Baseball for me. But Ian's like, there is no such thing as a non-hockey jersey.
What?
If you were at the game on January 19th, I was there for my first live game. That was historic. I like
there you
that.
go.
Would you rather be Trump or Clinton? We're never going to do politics on this show, bro. That's another one of the ones of questions that we will not get into. Favorite Lagunitas brew? Probably Lagunitas Sucks. Love that one. Ian's like,
hey, I don't drink.
Yeah. We have a couple people that were there for Hurdles for Goaler. That was pretty awesome. Final questions. Anything Jesus Christ.
What number would you have on your own jersey?
On my jersey, this has nothing to do with Dan Boyle or anybody else who's ever worn 22, but mine's probably 22. It's the number that I wore when I was a kid playing Little League. It's the number that I've worn when I was playing softball. It's just, that's all. And it also happens to be the date of my birthday. So, yeah, it's always 22.
Yeah, I wore, I'm partial to the number 5. I've always been partial to the number 5. I've also, when I played men's league, I had 88 because I wasn't a defenseman.
Okay.
Mr. Burns.
Take 69. It's hilarious.
It's hilarious.
And I think we all know that while Brody loves to take 6, in the heart of NHL ties, he'll always be 9. Poor guy. Anyway, okay, that's it. Jesus Christ, let's call it a night. Speaking of 9, there's only 9 people watching. So anyway, once again, finish it up. Sharks lose 4-2. If you can hit the subscribe button down there, I promise you we'll do better after Calgary. This is just a weird night tonight.
It was a weird night.
Yeah. So if you would, please subscribe, share it with your friends, tell your buddies. We will see you after the Calgary game. This is Ian Reed. Tell them where they can find you on the Twitter and everything else.
Yeah, you can find me at iReadPucknology, as you can see on the little bar here. Also, coming up on this very YouTube channel, we're going to do a live TTG coming up. So stay tuned for that.
Awesome. That sounds like fun. I am at AJ_Strong on the Twitter machine. Chris, who super producer Chris, who apparently can provide the connection but isn't able to make it on himself without screwing it up here, at Chris JWS. And then our guys that were on earlier, Eric Landry, at PuckGuy14. Oh shit! I said it wrong again too. Eric Landy, not Landry. I'm telling you, the whole Landy to Laundry thing just screwed everything up. At Eric Landy, at PuckGuy14, at JAlexander46. Laundry. So yeah, thanks. And by all means, visit Pucknology.net. And oh my God, Chris, do us a favor, man. Get us out of here. Peace the puck out, guys. We'll see you after Calgary.